I feel like it's a little bit his fault, though. That's the difference between like a genius mind and like the mind of a normal guy. I was watching that movie about Stephen Hawking, right? You guys see that one? And they showed a scene in that movie where it was when he could still walk, and he sat up in bed one night, and suddenly just a thought woke him up, and he's just like, "Oh, I got it." And his wife's like, "What?" And he's like, "If two black holes come together, it creates a bigger singularity. It creates a bigger black hole." And he proved it scientifically. I'm like, that's a fucking unbelievable thing to have wake you up in the middle of the night. Here's a thought that wakes me up in the middle of the night. Like, oh, holy shit, I'm hungry. If we had a refrigerator next to the bed, I wouldn't have to walk all the way to the kitchen. Little different. My mind and his mind. Slightly different. There's been a lot, something that's bothering me lately, really bothering me, okay? And maybe you guys are on board on the other team, but there's been a lot of shit talking about Tom Cruise lately. And I won't stand for it. Okay, and just bear with me. Here's the reason, right? There's this like Scientology documentary that came out recently called Going Clear. Have you guys seen that? Long story short, it's about how Scientologists are a bunch of weirdos. Okay, and Tom Cruise is like king Scientologist, right? So everyone keeps coming up to me and they're like, Tom Cruise, what a weirdo. Did you see that documentary? Did you see that documentary of Tom Cruise? What a weirdo. Yeah, you know what else I saw? Top Gun. I love that movie. I love Top Gun. And if you're in this room and you tell me you don't love Top Gun, you're lying. Oh, Tom Cruise is kind of strange. Risky Business, remember that one? Awesome. Mission Impossible movies. Pretend you don't love them. Go ahead. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to stop liking Braveheart because Mel Gibson hates Jewish people. Wrong. You got to compartmentalize, guys. Yeah, he can be strange, and he can also be an awesome actor. I love Tiger Woods. I don't care how much pussy he gets on the side. You think Tom Cruise is like a regular guy? Were you under that impression before? The guy's been famous for my entire life. The guy's been famous for like 35 years. You think he's a regular guy, like you're going to see him at Walmart? Hey, Tom, what the fuck are you doing here, man? I got a coupon, $3 off towels. I figured expires at the end of the month, so I figured I'd pop in. After this, I'm headed to the flea market, 25-cent Christmas decorations. Got to stock up. Really, Tom? That's really weird. Nah, it's a social experiment. I want people to see me at Walmart and be like, holy shit, that's Tom Cruise. My helicopter's in the parking lot. I want to leave you with this story. Was that the light? Sorry, I'm going to leave you with this story real quick. I had to break up a gay pool party the other day. I don't know if anyone else has had to do that, but it made me feel weird. We have a pool. We have a balcony that looks out onto a pool in our condo unit there. So sometimes people get rowdy. So my wife, she's like, hey, babe, can you go out and tell these guys to wrap it up? I'm like, sure. So I walk out there. 4 guys, 3 guys wearing bathing suits. Now, at this point, I know it's a gay pool party because I've never been with 4 of my buddies in the pool and been like, you know what would make this cool? Dave, why don't you whip your dick out? Steve's always wanted to see it. There you go. Beautiful pubic hair. I love that. So I'm like, oh, I did what any assertive, alpha male would do when I looked out there. I looked at my wife and I said, you know what? You do it. Go break it up. I can't. She goes out. She handles it perfectly. She goes, friends. Guy covers his dick. Friends. You have about 3 or 4 minutes to break this up, please. Thank you. They left, walked away. We're in bed. My wife says, you didn't say anything to me about how I handled that. I said, what do you want me to say? She goes, I don't know. Was I inappropriate? I'm thinking, yeah. We had 4 guys outside. One of them was naked. And you were inappropriate by politely asking them to leave. I want a divorce. She goes, you know what, that's a little homophobic. I said, no, it's not. She goes, yes, it is, and I'll tell you why. If there was 4 25-year-old girls out there and one of them was naked, you wouldn't have minded. You got me. You got me there. But I would have gone out and done the same thing. Friends, you get about 3 or 4 hours to wrap this up. I'll come down with my camera in a few moments.